Former Arizona Republican Congressman Trent Franks has announced his intention to win back the seat he gave up after resigning in 2017. Congressman Franks served 8 terms in the House prior to his resignation, leaving a powerful legacy of legislation that has profoundly stood the test of time. In his time serving as congressman, he was a passionate defender of human rights, including the introduction of pioneering legislation protecting unborn children, now a fundamental pillar of US law. He was the chairman of the Religious Freedom Caucus, the committee responsible for promoting greater respect for religious freedoms, and he was also a senior member of the US government's India Caucus. A committed Republican with an impeccable voting record, Franks also served on the House Armed Services and Judiciary Committees, where he focused on introducing legislation over defence-related issues, including strengthening the nation's infrastructure against electromagnetic pulse attacks and further enhanced US missile defence capability. His landmark school choice legislation has survived 3 US Supreme Court challenges. His resignation 7 years ago came after news emerged of discreet conversations he had held over a potential surrogacy with a member of his staff. Congressman Franks and his wife already have 2 children via surrogacy, and in a desire to expand his loving family, had quietly discussed the matter with 2 members of staff. However, as the story leaked out, it was pounced upon by the opposition and spun into a deeply negative narrative containing a string of provably false facts. Franks, a deeply honourable man, then decided to resign his position to protect all the parties involved. It's notable that the woman in question, as well as several other staff members, have since publicly strongly defended Congressman Franks, confirming the only impropriety had been the fact that the lady in question had been a member of his staff, rather than an independent individual. Congressman Franks' intention to stand comes at a deeply significant time in US politics. After several years of weak leadership under Democrat Joe Biden, the world has become an increasingly dangerous place. The world's eyes are now on the United States, imploring the nation to install a new charismatic president later this year, who can steady the global ship with strong leadership. Of all times, Congress is in need of politicians with experience and maturity, and there's little doubt that Congressman Franks, now standing for the 8th Congressional District in Maricopa County, clearly has that depth of competence and capability essential to bring the US back into its desperately needed role of global leadership. You've been watching Satellite TV News. Don't forget to click on that subscribe button to make sure you get to see stories as they're broadcast. And of course, if you have any comments or opinions on any of our news stories, you can comment below. Or why not drop us a direct message at message@satellitetv.com. We do like to hear from you. In the meantime, thanks for watching. For Satellite TV News, I'm Angus Scott in London.